All right, next one, next example. We're going to do the same thing. Find scale factor. New over old. K has negative numbers. I'm not going to use it. U has negative numbers. Not going to use it. I do want to use the X. I can use the Y if you want. The V and the Q both have positive numbers. They have the same positive numbers. Yes, Casanova, the 4 and the 2. So if I'm going to use new, I'm going to put 4 on top and 2 on bottom. And 4 divided by 2, Casanova is 2. So our scale factor is 2. So we write our equation xy arrow 2x 2y. Okay, so just remember, you always find your scale factor before you write the rule. All right, on this page, all it is showing you is just like from the quiz, where the scale factor can be pulled from the rule. It's being multiplied times the x and the y. And then in the example down here, it did exactly what we just did. Take the scale factor, multiply it times the different coordinates to get new coordinates, and then you can plot those coordinates. All right, so to get new coordinates, we're going to take the scale factor 4.5, and we're going to multiply it times each x and y at each point. So x and y in the M, x and y in the B, x and y in the I as well. So I can just write this. I can just do this in the calculator. 4.5 times negative 1. I can do that one in my head. It's I prime. That is negative 4.5. 4.5 times 0 is 0. M prime. It's going to be negative 4.5. 4.5. Okay, and then 1 times 4 for B prime. 4.5 times 1 is 4.5. And 4.5 times 0 is 0. Okay. So the next one, we have a reduction. We'll take 0.25, multiply times every x and y in the problem. So 0.25 times 2 is 0.5. 0.25 times negative 1 is negative 0.25. G prime, 0.25 times 4 is 1. And then times 4 again is 1. And then W prime, 0.25 times 4 is 1 again. And times negative 1 is negative 0.25. Okay, we're going to skip that last one. It's just a little redundant. Go to the next one. All right, so now we're going to use what we just learned or just practiced to graph a new picture and to write our algebraic rule. So our scale factor in this problem is 1/3. So we're going to, the first thing we have to do is find all of our points for x, y, z. So x is at 3, 3. Y is at, let's see, over 9, up 9, so 9, 9. Z is at 3, 9. Okay, and then to get our new coordinate, we're just going to take our scale factor and multiply times each coordinate. So 1/3 times 3 is 1. So that's 1, 1. 1/3 times 9 is 3, so that's 3, 3. And then 1/3 times 3 and 9 is 1, 3. All right, so once we've got our new coordinates, we can now plot them on the graph. Yes, Layla. All right, to plot these points, we got 1, 1, 3, 3, it's already at x, and then 1, 3, this is x prime, y prime, z prime. Connect the dots. Okay. Third part of this is to write the algebraic rule. That's x, y arrow, and then plug in your scale factor times the x and the y. So it is 1/3 x and 1/3 y. All right. We good up to this point? Pretty easy. All right, next problem. We're only gonna do one of these. Let's do this first one. Graph the image of each figure after a dilation with the origin as its center and given scale factor. Then write the algebraic rule. So it's basically exactly what we just did. This one is a rectangle instead of a triangle, and it is an enlargement. Now, before we said we could use side links to find scale factor, but when we're trying to enlarge a picture, use the coordinates, because I could say 1.5 times 3 or times 2. 2 times 1.5 is 3, but where's that 3 going to be at? Is the 3 going to be there, or is it going to be there? How's it going to be 3? How's it going to be 3 long on that graph? So you have to use the coordinates to do it. So the first thing is find all the coordinates for, let's go in order. F, G, H, and I. So for F, we have 2, 2. G, we have 5, 2. H, 5, 4. For I, we have 2, 4. Okay. So now we're going to take our scale factor 1.5, multiply times each x and y, and get our new point. 1.5 times 2 is 3, so that's 3, 3. 5 times 1.5 is 7.5, so that's 7.5, 3. And the next one, that's 7.5 again. 4 times 1.5 is 6. And then 2 times 1.5 is 3 again, and 4 times 1.5 is 6. So we have our 4 new coordinates, and so we're going to plot those. 3, 3. 7.5. Just go to 7, then go halfway between 7 and 8, and then go up to 3. 7.5, 6. So 7.5, go up to 6. And then 3, 6. 3, 6. Connect your dots. Did you say it was confusing, Dan? Ochoa? What part is confusing? Next page, critical thinking. It says the triangle has vertices A, B, and C. The center of dilation is the origin, and x, y, 3x, 3y. What are the vertices of the dilated image? So it's given you the original coordinates and it's giving you scale factor. You just have to find the new coordinates. So you need to find A prime, you need to find B prime, and C prime. In this case, what is our scale factor? Our scale factor is 3. Get it from this right here. So we're going to multiply every point, every x and y, times 3. So 3 times -5 is -15. 3 times -4 is -12. So that goes our A prime. B prime. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So that's our B prime. C prime, 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times -3 is -9. Okay, so all we did was take the scale factor, multiply times each x and y to get our new coordinates. All right, on the other critical thinking, it says MNOP prime has vertices at these points. The center dilation is the origin. M and OP has vertices at these points. What is the algebraic representation? So it's giving us the new, it's giving us the old. So and it wants us to write the algebraic representation or the equation. What do we have to find first before we can do that? Scale factor. Had to find scale factor. So how are we going to find the scale factor? Divide what? So new, divide new by old, right? So scale factor is new by old. N over W. Then you can pick, all right, do I want to use M, N, or P? I'm going to try to use X every time. M has 3 and 4. Those are kind of odd numbers to divide. I don't have to do that. N is 6 and 9. Those are easier. So let's go with 6 and 9. 6 is the new. 9 is the old. Then you can reduce. 3 goes into each of those 2 and 3 times. So our scale factor ends up being 2/3. So now how are we going to write the representation? What's it always start with? X comma Y. X comma Y arrow. Then what? 2/3 X. 2/3 Y. Okay. All right. The next two are just like the page before. You multiply each scale factor times the points and plot the new points to get the new picture. We're going to skip those. I'm going to go to the next page. It says Regina owns a drum that has a diameter of 14 inches and a height of 5.5 inches. As shown below, she wants to design a new drum by dilating the dimensions of the original drum by a scale factor of 1.4. So, if I want to make the diameter bigger, what do I need to do? I need to multiply it times 1.4. So, to get my new diameter prime, is 14 times 1.4. If I want to get my new height, what am I going to do? Multiply it times 1.4. So, 5.5 times 1.4. If I put those in my calculator, what do we get? 14 times 1.4, 19.6 inches, and 5.5 times 1.4. 7.7 inches. So, and that's my answer. I'm done. So, scale factor is all about multiplying. All right, last one. This time it gives you the old shape and tells you that it has been dilated by a scale factor of 9/5 to create the new shape. Then it asks you, what is the length in centimeters of RS prime? So it doesn't want you to draw it or anything. It just wants to know what one side is. So it wants to know this side right here, RS. So to find RS prime, we're going to take RS and multiply it times our scale factor. So RS is 6.5. Times our scale factor is 9/5. 9/5 is 1.8. So we multiply that. You got that yet? Well, it is 11.7. So RS R prime S prime segment RS prime equals 11.7 centimeters. Okay. Any questions?